I've just had some thoughts come into my head about Karen Kilby's paper, Perichoresis and Projection. And it's a very influential paper, and she says a lot of interesting things, pointing out some problems with social Trinitarianism's use of perichoresis. And she talks about perichoresis being, or at least the way that social Trinitarians use perichoresis in terms of projection, how they take certain aspects of human relationships and say that they are the things that unite the three persons, but to a much greater extent. And then they use that type of perichoresis that unifies the three divine persons and use it as an application to human relationships. But what Kilby says is this is projection. Perichoresis is being used in a vague way so that they can put in to the concept of perichoresis, they can give it any kind of content they like. They project their own ideas onto it. Now, the principal problem with this argument, it's not that Kilby is wrong to say it's an example of projection. I think she's spot on that. What is wrong, or what would be not warranted as a result of that, is to say that it's essentially false, because then it would commit the genetic fallacy. Just like Feuerbach talks about how God is just a projection of our own psyche or whatever. Just the fact that we've invented something on the basis of something that's not true doesn't mean, on the basis of something that's unreliable or biased or whatever, doesn't mean that God doesn't exist. So it commits the genetic fallacy. You can't show that something's false simply by demonstrating the origin of that belief. So when Kilby talks about projection in terms of perichoresis, what she shows is that it's not necessarily false, but that the way they've gone about doing it or grasping that truth isn't particularly reliable. So it could be that certain aspects of human relationships are mirrored in the divine persons, whether they're projected or not. Okay, it doesn't matter whether those things are projected or not, it might still be true. And I think that's the principal problem I'm finding with Kilby's paper, though I haven't read it since the other week, so I can't remember quite the subtleties of her paper. I was just thinking and reflecting and thinking, that sounds like a genetic fallacy. So there we go. See if that has any effect on what I write.